Hello and good morning, YouTube. So this is actually kind of take 2 of this video. Alexa, turn off Jacobs. Basically, I found this video the other day and the audio was fucking whack. So I don't know what's up with my Osmo, but I'm pretty sure I'm like 95% sure it has this defect where the gimbal just cannot calibrate properly, because whenever I set it down on a surface, it just vibrates like fuck, and like even when I'm holding it around, moving it around, it just makes this awful vibration sound, right? Now, the issue of this is it makes all of the audio quality, well, not the audio quality necessarily, but just the background noise awful. And it's fucking annoying, so it kind of ruins the video. However, I've discovered as long as it's attached to the tripod and the battery handle, it doesn't make this awful sound. Now, today is Thursday. Thursday is not normally a training day, but I've moved my split around due to obviously training early on the weekend for push and just training slightly differently over the weekend. Now, today I'm going to be training the legs because my legs are finally somewhat recovered from Saturday. It's still a little bit sore, but I can train them. I can definitely train them. They're not absolutely swollen with inflammation. Now, first of all, it is about 7:20 in the morning, so I've been up about 40 minutes now at this point. I got up at 6:45 this morning, which is like a nice time. Like, I'm not at that point in prep where I'm trying to capitalise upon the fact that my sleep's still good, and I'm just going to keep on milking that for as long as I can in prep, unless I have to. I do imagine like last prep didn't suffer too much, but this time with utilising like PEDs, it may suffer a little bit more. So I'm just going to try and capitalise upon the fact that my sleep can still be pretty good at this moment, and Thursday is not a massively busy day for me work wise, so that's essentially why I will always try and capitalise upon the fact if I can get a bit of extra sleep and therefore a potentially better recovery, I definitely will. So anyway, got up, done, replied to any sort of like urgent messages I need to. Had a couple of prep check-ins come through already, which is wicked. Usually I'm up before my prep check-ins, but today it's a little bit different, and they've actually woken up at about the same time I have, which is wicked, because usually I'm like waiting around like, come on guys, get moving. How am I waking up in the off season before you guys are? But either way, David looking really good. If you're watching this, David, mate, fucking hamstrings are coming in nicely. And then Zach is literally just about to send his check-in over. He sent over his post-workout shots from yesterday. So Zach, you need to be more on it, bro, because they should have been sent over yesterday. But about to go make a coffee. I'm going to hop on and spend like 30 minutes of cardio. Then we'll go straight into a walk where my heart rate's already elevated from the cardio. And then come back, have meal 1, and then kind of go from there when it comes to everything else. I've already drank about 750 mils of water. First thing I do whenever I wake up is always chug a good amount of water. It just makes your life so much easier when it comes to getting in fluid. So in this video, it's going to be a bit of a shebang of everything. I did say I was going to do like 1 to 2 YouTube videos a week in prep. Last week I failed because, I didn't fail. I might put some of the clips in this video, you never know. But either way, the audio was kind of ruined that video. Hopefully that won't be the case with this one. I'm going to kind of do a bit of a full day of eating. I probably won't film much of my session in all fairness, because otherwise this will actually be a massive video. But a bit of a full day of eating, which realistically, if you're in the Team Alpha group chat, we'll just chatting shit on 4 days of eating, but I'm doing one anyway. And then also going to give you a rundown of sort of how things are set up later in the video when it comes to gear, all the exciting stuff, gear, cardio, food, all of that sort of jazz. So stick around and you will find out. So before I do cardio, I always like to have some caffeine in me. So waiting for the mandatory triple shot espresso to come, chug that. Then I will hop straight on the spin bike. Obviously, it does take there's a little bit of an onset period for caffeine to sort of peak in your system. It's about 30 minutes. But at the end of the day, I'm doing 30 minutes of cardio. So the deeper I get into the cardio, the more my heart rate will be elevated due to the fact, obviously, caffeine's coming into play. Now, in regards to myself, I also, this morning, had to take my own check-in. Currently, body weight is absolutely responding very well. The last 4 days, I've just seen 0.5 kilo drops. It is flying off. So I started prep. So my peak body weight in the off season was 224, 225. I started prep at 220. Yesterday, I think I was 216, and today I was probably 214. I think I literally the last 4 days I literally just dropped 0.5 kilos. I don't know why I'm speaking in pounds considering I'm saying everything in kilos. So today I was 96.9. Yesterday I was 97.4. The day before that I was 97.9, and the day before that I was in 98.3, which is obviously a 0.5 kilo or 0.4 kilo drop that day. But yeah, literally body weight has been absolutely flying, which is sick. I'm not complaining. In all fairness, I have run rest day food for like quite a lot of the last few days. Essentially, I've had, because obviously I moved my sweat around, I've had a couple of rest days. So I had rest day yesterday, Wednesday, train Tuesday, rest day Monday. Sunday I did train, but I ran rest day food because it was like a spontaneous session. And then Saturday, was just like output wise was just through the roof. So it doesn't matter the fact that I was training day food. I knew I was going to see a big drop despite how much leg inflammation that was. And obviously as that leg inflammation has dropped off, that's probably also coinciding with those bigger drops. But yeah, either way, things are moving. It's like every day I wake up and I see a slight visual change, which is cool. Although I'm still fat, so it doesn't fucking matter. And as long as I'm still fat, there's more work to do. So, just over 30 minutes of cardio box off there. What we do is once we've hit that, once we finish up the cardio, we go into a little bit of a cool down because my legs get fucking pumped on the swim bike. So, basically I'll do 2 to 3 minutes to get my heart rate up. It doesn't take me long because I'm still pretty heavy as well. And then into 30 minutes. I usually do like an extra minute at least, just due to the fact, like, realistically, when it gets to, so I'll look at the time and I'll wait and I'll do like an extra minute basically, just to basically be like, fuck you cardio. And also I get into it pretty especially when I'm like, listening to music. I can't really watch stuff when I do my cardio because, like, I don't know, like I just need something to, like, I feel like I can't really apply adequate intensity. Like, I need like fucking music or something like that. Not just like, not to like get me hyped up necessarily, but like I can't be like spinning my ass off trying to watch a podcast because I can't concentrate. And then if I do want to concentrate, then I can't pedal my ass off on here. So I have to listen to music, or just watch something that I don't really give a fuck about, I actually pay attention to. And this music seems to work the best. But literally, then once I've done that, a couple minute cool down. Usually I just do like 90 to 120 seconds. I'm just on like a resistance free here, so quite a low resistance. But yeah, just to let my legs cool down, especially considering we're training today, so it seems like a good idea. Then once we've done a couple minutes on here, straight I'll probably go for a piss and then I'll go out on a little walk. Little tip for anyone who, like, so I know there's someone probably watching this who hates doing cardio. If you want a little tip on how to do less cardio, do it for higher intensity. And I'm not saying like your coach is going to instantly drop your cardio if you start doing it to a high intensity, but your cardio probably won't get as high if you actually do it to an adequate intensity. Like, imagine, like, I can't imagine just sitting there like fucking pedaling away. Like, I know some people, like, you see it all the time. Like, you go to a pure gym, people just fucking think like spinning the wheels with fuck all pace on the, like, I don't know, spin bike, whatever, Stairmaster, or like leaning fully over the handlebars. You ain't gonna fucking burn shit. I'd almost like use it as a similar analogy to the better quality you're training in the gym, the lower volume you do, right? Obviously, the more intensity you have, the higher level of accuracy you have. You know, typically you're going to do less volume because your training's better. But when you're, you know, newer in the gym and your ability to train hard and your ability to be skillful with movement isn't very good, you actually do, you know, you do more volume. But either way, I'm going to go on a walk. I'm not going to bring my camera because it's raining. Right, so we're here with meal 1, which, as you can see, is literally just oats. So we've got, you go, chill the fuck out, man. So we've got 100 grams of oats, 60 grams of whey, 100 grams of berries, and 30 grams of honey. This is my first meal of the day. Very easy, very convenient. It's good. So the time now is 22:12. So it's been a little while. Been cracking on, and I kind of forgot I was doing YouTube videos, to be fair. Essentially, what I've done is I finished up. So I think last time you saw me, I was gone on a walk. No, it was my first meal. So basically, after I had my first meal, then tidied the kitchen up. After I tidied the kitchen up, I then went and did the rest of my like sort of like clear my WhatsApp, the rest of my like check-ins and stuff like that. I had to do. I think I've still got one more to come through though. I'm pretty sure. I swear I've got one more to come through. I didn't feel like I did as many check-ins as I usually would do. But anyway, after I did that, cleared my WhatsApp, whatever, I then went and shaved my legs because I'm so prepping now. My legs get very hairy as well, so shaved them. The fucking thing died. So I've got part of my legs still a little bit hairy because I don't have time to wait for it to discharge. So then I shaved most of my legs, had a shower, prepped my cream of rice for post-workout, which I've left in the fridge so it's nice and cool, and then I've also prepped my pre-workout milk, which I'll have in a minute. I'm going to Phoebe's because I'm dropping her off at Brunello's, which is like I don't even know what to call it, like a restaurant sort of thing with our friends or whatever, and then from there I'll go to the gym. I'll have my pre-workout like just before I drop her off, and I'll show you guys what that is, but essentially it's just chicken and rice with some other stuff. My food's not really all that different, like in all honesty, so I'll break you down like how everything is, like the setup. So let's start off with the most interesting stuff. You thought I was going to say gear, didn't you? I was going to say food, which is actually the least interesting. My food's still pretty fucking high, but obviously it was really high anyway, so that's not, like, as much as it's come down quite a bit, it's still going to be quite high. My appetite's still pretty meh. So training days, 4,400 calories, 700 carb, 50 fat, just over 280 protein. And then on non-training days, 3,500 calories, 450 carb, 70 fat, and 280-ish protein again. Yeah, like 283 protein, I think. So that's not too bad to be fair. Like, that's quite a nice amount for me to eat at the moment. I quite like that. It's not too dissimilar from what my rest of the food was anyway, carbohydrates wise. So that's that. Cardio has gone from 6 25-minute sessions up to 7, so daily 30-minute sessions, so a very small increase there. It doesn't feel like I'm doing it anymore because like I'm doing one extra session a week, so I'm basically just doing it on my leg days now. And then the extra 5 minutes is fuck all. And then steps still the same, 12.5k, which is quite a nice amount to be fair. I quite like it. Obviously, again, like I've done that the whole of my off season, so very minor change to output really as a whole. Most of the deficit obviously being created through food, and then alongside that, obviously we've gone into a health phase. So the gear has come down. I'm not in a true health phase. I'm on like a sports TRT sort of dose. I'm on 400 megs total, 200 test, 100 mass, and 100 EQ. So still a fair bit like decent stuff. But obviously at the same time, like, I also do have a fair bit of like, I'm not like fucking small. Like, I do have an okay amount of muscle now, so like obviously like, probably am going to do a bit more, especially going into what it's going to be like obviously a prep. Peptides wise, we've got we've got Motsian 1 mg 5 times a week at the moment. I've actually run out, so again waiting for some to come, which should come out, and ideally hopefully before the weekend, but we'll see. But yeah, Motsi 1 mg daily, SLU in at I think 250 micrograms daily, which is not a lot, very minimal. Which I actually might have to double check. But anyway, SLU is in. Motsi, SLU, SS31, which I'm running for like the last week and this week, so I'm running it for 2 weeks, just every other day, 2 milligrams there, just to help almost like resensitize and clear out my mitochondria. Then the Glow Stack, which is GHKCU, BBC, and TB500. So those 4 peptides, and then alongside that, Atlantis as well, because that's technically a peptide. Still keeping that in because my food's relatively high. 30 IUs on training days, which I'm splitting up into 20 IUs and 10 IUs. Speaking of which, I've actually run out of Atlantis this morning, so I need 10 IUs for later on. And what I'll show you guys later on is you can, if you have Atlantis pens, there's usually like 10 IUs left in it. You can draw out by sticking a needle in it. So, you know, I've got a load of leftover Atlantis pens, and I'll just like draw out the 10 IUs I need from one of those. But I'm nearly here now, which is cool. Everything's been relatively productive so far today. I've got a few things on this evening. So after I train legs, I've got a few things. I've literally got a physio, mate. So I've got the physio, my first like proper physiotherapy appointment. It's just for like my shoulders because they're a bit cooked. They have got a lot better in fairness recently, but they're still both a little bit cooked, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is.
and essentially I'll get that done at 5, so it gives us a few hours to absolutely destroy my legs, and then yeah, sound, it's going to be a good day. And then I've got a few more obviously steps to box off. I think I'm like just shy of I think I've done maybe like 4.5, 5,000 steps, which is a little bit lower than I probably usually have at this point in the day, but it doesn't matter because I will get them moving into legs. Also, peep the Transformers soundtrack in the background. Hopefully it hasn't been too loud, but I will see you guys in the next clip when I'm eating my pre-workout meal. Right, so here's the pre-workout meal. So we've got 100 grams of raw weight jasmine rice, 200 grams raw weight chicken, 25 grams of reduced sugar chili, sweet chili, 200 grams of banana, which I've got frozen, which is what sounds like rocks, and then 10 grams of dark chocolate in here. And that is the pre-workout meal. So I was gonna talk you guys through. Yeah, great weather. got absolutely humbled on the pendulum. So I thought, you know, I took it into consideration. I knew where I usually do on that. I thought, oh yeah, after 2 sets of the squat press, probably 6 plates for like a 10, like double digits would probably be on. You know, I've done 7.7, just over 7 plates, I've done 7.25 plates for 9. fresh. Done 7 plates from 9 following it. I've done like 6.5 for like 13 reps as well before. But damn, after the squat press, I fucked. Got 6 or 7. And I won't lie, my knees were feeling a little bit meh. But not that that took away from the set at all. Just pointing it out. But damn, it was heavy. I'll drop down to probably like 5 next week and see how that feels, because that was very humbling. Lads, we are gonna have to start getting a bit of a shuffle on because it's 20 past 4, my appointment's at 5 and it's a 20-minute drive. So just under 20 minutes here to get stuff ready. Good thing I made my post in advance. Well, kind of. I've still got to make a few bits for it, but like I basically made it, which is good. I can eat that in the car. Sound. I'll eat the crumpets before we go. I'm gonna hop in the shower for like 2 minutes because I'm fucking drenched in sweat. Filmed pretty much the whole session. Obviously didn't film every set of every exercise, and I didn't film abs at all. I did do them, I promise. I actually don't mind training abs. I did 2 sets of cable crunches into a plank. So I do planks for midsection control, so like a superset. But you know what? It bums me out when the weather's like this. I don't mind when it's raining, but like I like walking. I don't really like walking in the rain. And like, oh, come on then, kitty cat. Come on, can you come? Hi. Yeah. So as I was saying, I filmed pretty much the whole session. Pretty good session across the board, like I said. I won't lie, I'm a bit disappointed with the pendulum set because like, I kind of wanted it to be like a double-digit set. I wanted it to be slightly higher rapper than it was. It's not the end of the world, like it was a good quality set, but I'm just a bit annoyed about how my knees felt, about how just like it just wasn't as high reps as I wanted it to be. But it happens. I can just adjust that next week. Like it was still a good quality session. The session as a whole was sick, really good. But yeah, either way, we are gonna have my cream of rice. So as you can see, prepped it earlier. It's already got the whey in. So we've got 125 grams of cream of rice with 60 grams of whey in there. You need to add some salt to it. Get some crumpets going. I've got to mention, I also have Intra, which is 45 grams of carb drive, and then 1 serving of EAA, and that is all of that, plus some pink salt in there. So that's some more caloric intake right there. I also have 40 grams of sultanas on here, and some berries. Pink salt on every meal. So my salt, I do like 16 grinds now of counting, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, gonna need a BAR on that salt count because I'm not sure how many that was. But I do like 16 grinds, which is I think about 2.5 grams. I just keep it standardised. I drink a lot of water, so I can get away with a lot of salt. I drink about 10 litres a day, which is probably more than I needed, but it's just, I've done that for so long, ever since I practiced in 2024. So yeah, either way, I need 40 grams of sultanas. Post-workout, I'll have, especially after training legs, I'll do a serving of HydroFlow, just to make sure I'm replenishing my electrolytes, bro. GT10 at checkout if you're getting anything from Conte. This is my post-workout meal. This here, plus 2 crumpets with 30 grams of honey on, which I'll eat now. I'll have that in the car. Crumps. Once I left the lid on and put it in for way too long, it fucking exploded. Not this one, another one. Exploded, honey all over the microwave. Fucking awful to clean up. Rule number 1 of going out: never leave the house without a meal. So I've got another meal prepped. Now I really desperately need to get in the shower. Right, so we're back. Meal 4. Physiotherapy appointment went pretty well. Diagnosed with my shoulders. So this shoulder, the left one, has an impingement issue, where basically it just keeps catching on like the sort of surrounding tissue, and then this shoulder is basically just fucked in regards to like it's just fucking weak. Both my rotator cuffs basically in order, so I need to get like train my rotator cuffs so they actually get stronger, because it's both like basically they're both weak as fuck, and obviously I'm pretty fucking strong, so it's just like it's not a great sort of combination, but yeah, we've got the next meal, so chicken and rice, final boss again, so pretty much similar to my pre-workout meal, just with veg and some coconut oil. We've got 100 grams raw weight jasmine rice, 200 grams raw weight chicken, 100 grams of veg, 7 grams of coconut oil, 25 grams sugar-free sweet chili, and this is that is all for this meal. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Does the job. So yeah. It's 8:30 p.m. I've been chilling at Phoebe's for a bit. Went on a nice walk. I've got like 1,000 steps left to get in, which is sound. I'll go. I like doing steps after my last meal, so I'll go do my last meal, and then I will go on a little walk and then fucking hit the hay. Because I gotta get up nice and early tomorrow. Get my cardio done before heading out. Got a busy one tomorrow. Fuck. I forgot. I was filming a YouTube video. I've eaten my last meal. All gone. 100 grams jasmine rice again. 200 grams raw weight beef mince. 25 sweet chili again. 100 grams of veg again. And 80 grams of pineapple for meal 5. And that is today concluded food wise. Gonna go on a walk. Just knock my last 1,000 steps off and we're going straight to bed. But that's the end of the video, guys. I think I'm gonna film another YouTube video tomorrow, to be fair. Actually, I'm pretty busy tomorrow, but I definitely want to I want to film at least 1 a week, maybe 2. But yeah, maybe I should do like expectations for prep. Don't really have any expectations. I just want to be the best me I can be. But I quite like a class win, to be fair. I'll see. I'll see you guys in the next one.